And ever since that, it's been roughy. It's been rough, but it's been a blessing. And I'm grateful to God for keeping me all these years. Yeah, I went through sickness. I went through cancer. He healed me from cancer as of last year, December. And I'm just you have to be a walking miracle when you trust God. God will bring you through different trials and tribulations from different levels in him. And you have to learn to trust him. Stay before his face. It's like some days I don't have no direction of where I'm supposed to be going. But when I stay before the throne of grace and speak in the heavenly tongues and I pray and believe God with faith, he's going to bring me through because he said he promised that he would. I've learned in my walk at 53, I can say this. I felt like David in the Bible. I would say David and Jeremiah. Well, Jeremiah was the temple of doom. Every time he spoke, something bad was going to happen. And David was like the last child out of 12 siblings. And I'm the last child out of 5 other siblings, And David was like after God's own heart. And God still used him. And you have to look at your life as a blessing to someone else. If my life has left an impact of friends I haven't seen in years, and they're sharing blessings and how they remembered me back then, your life has to be a light. And so I will say this, when I was writing that letter, I was going into the bathroom and, every birthday for me is always it takes me to a different level. And so some birthdays I will cook, some days I say a testimony. This time it was like a burning desire to write a prayer to God. And I'm praying that everyone that goes on my page and read that prayer, I'm telling you, your life will change. It came from my spirit and from my heart. And every time I read it, I feel the anointing of God heavily on me. The tongues start coming. So there might be someone out there that's going through something. Read that prayer. I believe in faith that your situation would change for you. I ain't trying to preach to nobody. Yes, there's a calling on the life. As I was a child, I've been called to preach the word, but I don't feel that I'm in that. I don't need to be in nobody's pulpit. I can be in politics and touch a life. I can be on the air and talk to someone. Because anyone that knows me, I will crack you up and have you on the floor. But at the same time, you will, if you ask me for my advice, I'm going to give it to you, but be open to receive my advice without judgment. You call me and ask me for advice and you want to share something with me, I always put chapters in each time we talk, and I just put that in the book and I seal it. So, where am I going tonight? I don't know. I didn't plan to do this tonight, and the Lord just had said to me, just tell everyone thank you. Thank you for blessing me with the prayers, the blessings, the encouragements, the laughter, even the tears. I'm glad that my life has impacted people's lives on different levels. And so I'm just grateful. I'm just, I'm kind of teary-eyed because I lost my brother June 12th, 2018 from cancer. My oldest brother, Orville. Sergeant Howard. He was a sergeant in Germany. And I'm kind of teary-eyed a little bit today because my brother used to call me on the 23rd from Germany to say, hey, bro, what's up? Love you, loving on you, happy birthday. And so it's kind of been a crying stage for me. And I just want everyone to just be encouraged. Yes, the COVID is going on. Yes, it's going on. But I will say when it first started for me, that's when I dig deeper within myself and started deep. I've always been, my parents are pastor, Pentecostal, New Testament Church of God, and I'm Pentecostal with tongues and shouting and all that. And I've always been in church. I never left church. If I give my history of where I went to church from a kid to now, and it's like I was just a joke, not even a joke. I was throwing out I went to my apartment to throw out some stuff, and I found some old baby ugly duckling pictures of me. And so I said, let me do a slideshow. And that's what I was feeling for this journey for 30, I'm 53, just sharing my journey, the level of churches I've been to. I've been in church. It's like when my parents started, one of the 9 people that started East Flatwood Church of God in Brooklyn, I was older than a lot of the kids. That's why a lot of them that are hitting me up, they're younger than me. I was like maybe 4 or 5 years older than them. And they always look at me as, the bigger brother. And just seeing them now that I haven't seen, a lot of them are married with children. And I'm single, and I don't know what God is doing with me. I ain't got no children, but I have a lot of nieces and nephew and godchildren. But anyway, I don't want to sound like I'm rambling, but I'm grateful for the foundation that my parents laid before us as children. I used to live in Flatbush, and I hated when my parents would wake us up on Saturdays. And we get up on like 8 o'clock Saturday morning. Now we're running out and going to school all week. Can't we sleep a little late? That's what I used to always think. Can't we sleep a little late? Could y'all just let us sleep? My parents would used to do devotion Saturdays. And we have to memorize the scriptures and memorize memorize the verses, and then we do some singing, and we have to share our little testimonies for the week that what the Lord has done. No, I didn't want to do that. And sometimes we have to stay in. If we stayed in bed, they come in with water and wake you up. That's my cocktail, y'all. Leave it alone. Mind your business. Still celebrating my birthday. So anyway, I thank God for the foundation. I had to tell my parents a couple of years, I thank God for the foundation, because if I didn't have the foundation on the solid rock of Jesus and knowing the word, it's like we were forced to know the word. But me being the baby out of 5, my brothers were in church doing singing and stuff like that. And when I came out, oh yeah, I want to go. I used to sing on all these choirs in Brooklyn, in the Bronx, just traveling, singing, because I have a voice, anointed voice. And that's why I used to sing with East Flatbush Church of God choir. Then it came to a mass choir, and a lot of us still keep in contact to this day. And left Flatbush and went to some other churches. It's like I used to bounce around and I used to be at Flatbush and go to other churches and sing. And people used to say, you have an anointed voice. And it's funny, when my older brother that was alive, he used to sing at East Flatbush. He used to sing, through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I learned to trust in God. That was Andre Crouch. And then years later, I'm doing what he was doing, singing the similar songs. And I remember singing some Jamaican song. My grandmother used to sing, you don't remember the song? No, you can't remember the song. And so I'm just grateful for the foundation, because some people don't understand that when your parents give you the foundation of the word, and your pastors, my parents are New Testament Church of God from Jamaica. Parents, it was so strict. That's like the clergy, the Church of God in Christ. The apostolic church was like strict. You can't wear earring. You can't do those. You can't wear this. So anywho, I didn't want to go there. But anyway, it was a good it was rough. Being a PK kid, preacher's child, is rough. People think that we get it easy. No, because your parents are pastors, you tend to, the anointing of gifts are laid on their children. I always knew I had the fivefold ministry from I was 12, 14. I had discernment where someone can stand next to me and I just feel what's going on in this, what's in their surrounding. God will just reveal to me what's going on. But it had to develop through the years of the gifts. And so then I used to go to East Flatbush Church of God, and everyone that's on Flatbush, just shout out. You know who you are. Say a shout out so people can know that we still keep in contact, even though we have not talked in years. I've had so much laughter and talked to friends that I haven't talked